people, my peeps. How are you guys doing today? Boundaries. That's what we're talking about today. Boundaries. So I'm setting some boundaries, I guess, right now. Everyone should have boundaries, and it's so very important for you to set boundaries. In my opinion, it's that should be your number one at the top of your list. Number one. Hello, hello. How are you doing today? Uh, Ashley, how are you doing? Um, so I think that should be the number one when it comes to you being a TR or waking up to the program is setting boundaries, okay? This is going to help you when you're determining who's friend or who's foe. You just, even in the TI community, you don't know who is truly a targeted individual. For you all who don't know the terminology or the acronym that I'm using as TI, it stands for targeted individual. So we don't know who actually is a true targeted individual or who's just doing it for whatever reasons. Maybe they're a hired perp, maybe they are a gang stalker, maybe they are just they're doing it just because they have a sick personality and not realizing that this program, it really affects people's lives. You still have to live in this realm, right? For you to function day to day, I think the biggest thing on your to-do list, whether you're waking up into the program or you've been in the program for a while, but you've been kind of flip-flopping, is setting your boundaries with any interactions that you may have with anyone. Okay, know how far you will let anybody not even cross the line, because that's what a boundary is, right? If you are not only a TI, a target individual, but if you are a empath, yes, the thing with empaths, we tend to really, it depends on the level, just your level of being an empath. Some people can really sense, other people's emotions, and I've been saying lately their vibes, just so everybody can understand, discern their spirits, right? But even though you discern people's spirits or you can sense their vibrations or their emotions, an empath also has just an enormous amount of empathy, right? And so the word for today, boundaries. Sometimes your empathy can override your boundaries, but if you're an empath, mm, well, you can sway a little bit, right? Because you have so much empathy, you try to give people a chance. They they crossed your boundaries. They done came down the line. They done crossed your boundaries. Give them another chance. And you even talk to these people and tell them, I don't appreciate this, and this. Some people either are going to do it because they have no respect for you. They're going to do it because they are perps, they are the gang stalkers, and that's just part of their assignment, right? To get on your nerves, cross your boundaries, um, just get into your space and just really try to disturb everything about your space, right? We're not going to do that anymore. We're going to set our boundaries, and we're not going to let anyone cross them, even if you're an we're going to work on this together. So I'm going to be coming up with some ideas on how to stick to your guns, okay? Stick to your ideals, what affects you in this realm, in this matrix that we're in. Stick to it, and most importantly, have them stick to it. You're going to enforce your boundaries, and you're going to have whomever you interact with, you're going to have them either acquiesce or hit the road, Jack. Okay? Either they can get on, and and let me say this: perps and gang stalkers, they like to acquiesce. Some of them will act like they're, yeah, exactly, right, Ashley. Some of them will act like they're on board just to get in there, just to get close to you. And they'll do it for a little while, but then you'll see them make, just a slight, they might put a pinky toe over that line that you have made in the sand and label boundaries. They might put their pinky toe over that line just to test the waters, if you will. No. Once you see it, once it happens, you have to say something, okay? You can't just let it just we can't just brush it off. Oh, maybe they forgot. They didn't forget. They didn't forget. They know exactly what they're doing. And once you let people continue, or you let them put their pinky toe over your line and a boundary, the line in the sand, well, the whole foot coming next. The whole body's next. And then they're in your world causing chaos. And I'll be back doing this more and more. So I just hope that you guys lock it in. And I'm going to be out of here. And much, much love.